Hi guys, Bran here, and welcome to my first impressions of Ringu, a good old the Onryo, and I think that this upcoming chapter is going to be very, very thrilling and exciting. My first impressions of this killer are very, very glowing. I like her a lot because I was thinking to myself, I realized that in 2021, every single killer release was anti-chase. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like you can never have anti-chase killers, but four in a row, like an entire year of nothing but like, what's your power? I stop chases quickly. It's just like, it's like that scene from Jimmy Neutron where Sheen's like, I'm gonna show the class Ultra Lord, and then she's like, Sheen, this is the fourth time you've shown Ultra Lord to the class this week. That's how I felt. It was just like behaviors like, would you like another killer that like ends chases early? Anti-chase is like, it got really boring to happen over and over and over again. So I was like really dreading that Ringu would be yet again another like super efficient anti-chase killer that didn't really have a whole lot of map control. So therefore it was just, yeah, I was waiting for that character archetype literally all over again. I was very, 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 very happily, wrong. Very, very happily incorrect about that. Ringu is very, very strange character, but very, very, very fun and interesting character, because what Ringu does is Ringu is a map control character, a map presence character, and focuses more on controlling the map and having a presence on the map than anything else. She doesn't have any unique or crazy tricks or anything like that. She, like, the best thing she can do is like, you know, that sometimes when you when you're playing as Freddy and you can like teleport to a gen where you think the survivor's going and show up and down them, that's basically your only like anti-chase. And I think even that, like, referring to that as anti-chase is like a stretch. That doesn't really count. That doesn't really count. But it was really, really good, and it was really, really fun, and I did it so many times during the stream today, and it was super fun. I was having like such a good time. So like, she had this like danger of becoming like a Wraith type, right? Because like a better Wraith, because she could have been Wraith with more map control, because she has the ability to come in and out of invisibility just like Wraith does. However, she does not get her speed boost unless she's teleporting. That's it. She doesn't get her speed boost when she comes out of her invisibility. She just doesn't. The only time she gets it is when she comes out of a television, which is very, very situational, and once again, won't feel scummy or weird, because if you're doing it and you get success off of it, it's because your map knowledge and your map awareness, using it to know that somebody was probably going to run by that television, or they were on a gen near the television. So essentially, it's rewarding you for being able to read the survivors. I think that's what makes this character feel so good, because not only do they have a high action economy, meaning that like they just kind of like always have something to do, like there's never a dull moment, you're always up to something while you're playing this character, but also it rewards you for being able to get hard reads on the survivor and be able to predict what they're doing, where they're going, and that's how you make your big plays as this character. So nothing that you get for this character is for free. Nothing you earn as this character is for free. The perks that come with this character are fantastic. There's a kind of a reverse barbecue where you get to know the auras of survivors when there's an unhook, as opposed to, you know, when you hook them. There's no blood point component to that, but it's a scourge hook, and it lets you know where the auras of people when they're unhooked. There's the merciless storm slowdown, and I call it slowdown very loosely. So whenever a gen gets to 90%, you will enter a yellow glyph challenge. Like, remember the yellow glyphs where you had to hit like 8 skill checks in a row super quickly? Whenever a gen first hits 90%, it's only the first time it ever hits 90%. You enter a yellow glyph challenge, and if you mess it up, it blocks the gen for only 20 seconds, as opposed to Dead Man's 45, which is much more scary. And I like the philosophy that behavior is starting to take with slowdown. Slowdown, like archetypical slowdown, like pop, ruin, that stuff's annoying, right? Because like from a survivor perspective, you do the gen for so long and then you just have to redo all your progress. So you're retreading ground that you've already tread, and it feels like such a slog to get your progress back that you've already lost. Which is why blocking, I feel, is like blocking gens is a much more healthy like alternative for the game, because you're not really losing progress. You're just like hitting pause in the game. The game is literally saying, hey, would you like to go chase with the killer for once instead of just holding M1 the entire game? And that's like healthy, because that's what makes DBD unique and cool. And honestly, that's one of the best things about VHS is the rift mechanic. You know, and VHS has a similar mechanic that if, you know, nobody's hit each other in a long time, the rift is a spawned, I guess item, technically. It's a spawned item that if you claim it, it reveals the auras of everybody on the map for a really long time to encourage more chases, to encourage more interaction among the two sides. So I like that behavior is going that route as well and trying to focus more on block perks, like perks that block gens over regressing gens, because that forces more interactions between the two sides. I will say Call of Brine is worrisome. It's kind of scary because Call of Brine is you kick a gen, for the next 60 seconds it regresses at 200%, which is literally ruin. Literally ruin, except for that gen specifically. I don't know. It could be fine. I could just be worrying, but I would be scared to think of that with other like super duper strong perks like pop and such. I guess we'll have to see how that goes, because I can't really test that like in the PTB. I mean, I guess I can, but like for the most part, like most people in the PTB are only running like, you know, the new perks that Yoichi comes with, and not necessarily like, you know, good stuff. So I can't test, you know, good stuff versus good stuff and see how actually impactful it is. But I'll be interested to see how that turns out, because that could possibly be a problem. Or it could not be, and I'm just worrying too much. Yoichi's perks are very cool. Has a new empathy perk, which is really, really good, which gives you 10% healing speed, but only to other people. That was such a smart decision to make it only for other people, because if you made it for just 10% like healing bonus period, you would have Circle of Healing gamers going nuts and just healing themselves in like 2 seconds. Very, very helpful. And also it gives you that aura reading component that people can see you. So if you're doing like an auto dick build, you can have people come to you and you can just, you know, get your stacks out of the way pretty early. It's just really, really nice. His parental guidance is really cool. It's the if you stun the killer at all, you lose your scratch marks and grunts of pain for a short period, which can have really cool synergy with like a head-on build. That way you can just like scoot out of there. Really good synergy with like smash hit. You can get out of there. Shadow step. He does come with the new boon. And his new boon is whenever you're in the effect of the boon, you have 2% haste. You're 2% faster, and it persists for 4 seconds after you leave. I don't know if that'll be a problem. I think the times I was playing, I definitely noticed that they were like kind of faster. But like, I don't know. It's one of those things like we thought boon exponential was going to be a problem too, but then it like just kind of like didn't end up being one. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just have to see how that plays out, right? I will say that when people started like bringing like totem only builds, even our custom games, like it started feeling really strong. And I think we're kind of like headed towards a meta where like it's just like bring big strong boon totems and place them infinitely and make the game miserable. You know. So I hope that's not where it's headed, but it seems like that's kind of where the game meta is headed, where we're just gonna like big strong OP boons do big strong OP things. And that's the new meta. But yeah, like I said, we'll have to see how that turns out. But yeah, no new map or anything. That was kind of disappointing but that's just for me, because I just like new maps. I think new maps are cool. But yeah, overall this chapter is like really, really cool. Like really, really cool, and I can't wait. Like I wanted to keep playing it. Like I'm sad that I gotta wait till March to play it. There are some bad parts of this patch, like the stretched res situation and the dealing glitch being taken out again. But like I kind of want to cover those in their own videos, because I could rant about those for like 10 minutes, and this video is already 10 minutes. So I kind of want to make those their own separate videos, and I will upload those as well. But yeah, overall I'm very, very excited for this chapter, and it's really, really nice. Like the bird chapter I didn't really care for. The last chapter before that was Pinhead, so that was ruined by the NFT situation. The Nemesis chapter was kind of ruined by like the game running like garbage and RPD being terrible and him being not fun to fight against. Trickster was like really, really bad when he first came out, and then he became really, really oppressive in Chase. It's just like, it's been a while since there's been like a chapter that I just want to come out. and it just feels nice. And it's our first big boy of the year, so I'm like really excited that, you know, this is a good first start for the year of 2022, at least in terms of Dead by Daylight new content. So I'm like really excited. So yeah, tell me how you think. Did you watch content creators play today? Did you play yourself? How did you think of the Ringu situation? If you liked this video, make sure you like it. And if you want to see more of my daily uploads and not have them hidden by the evil YouTube homepage, make sure you sub-aroni. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And if I don't, I'll see you when I see you, friends. Bye-bye.